reading for you about somebody who has put you on a little bit of a pedestal or sees you as their ideal partner. Regardless of your gender, you are being seen as the Empress, somebody who could offer a lot in the context of a romantic relationship. And this is kind of unusual because the Empress has both the sun and the moon in the card. There's someone here who's admiring how you balance the energies, someone who feels like you understand duality or that balance that is required between the masculine and feminine energies, or they feel like the energy you bring to a relationship is exactly what they're missing. So we have this moon card, and I feel like it's that idea that someone feels like they may have manifested you or that there is something different about the connection that they have with you, and therefore they're determined to give you the best possible offer they can. They're serious about you. So the song that I keep hearing is Mario, Let Me Love You. There's this like confession coming in where somebody really wants to show you the type of treatment you deserve, which seems to be very different from what you have already experienced or received. Hello, Lemonade. How are you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Ooh, Orla. Sorry, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, right next to where you can find out how to be a member and get access to additional content, and also the link to my Etsy page in case you would like to buy a candle that is better for the environment and for your health. I make homemade soy candles. All right, let's dive in. I think we're going to start with the graffiti tarot. Hello, Joaquin. How you doing? Hello, Alice. How's your day? Hey, Nat Nat. What's up? Happy Toys Day. What else do we have? Three of Cups in the reverse, the King of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. I think this is someone who's already starting to tell everyone in their inner circle, I have found the person I want to be with. There's a confidence and a decisiveness with this person. So with that Three of Cups in the reverse, I feel like this is someone who's saying, my dating days are over, or I don't need to meet anybody else. I know who I want to build with. I do feel like there's a little bit of competitive energy here, which is to say, I think there are some who really wanted to end up in a long-term relationship with this King of Swords, but you're the only one who has captured their attention in this way. Happy Free Friday. I like it. Hello, Skull. How are you doing? Hello, Rose. Hello, Key Controller. How's your day? So we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So this is someone who's clearing the roster or letting everybody know I'm like down for the count. I don't want any other interested parties or suitors showing up at my door. I know who I want to be with, and that's like final. Hello, 25. How you doing today? Aw, that's sweet. Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing? Hello, Illuminated. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad to hear it, Key Controller. Redbeard, are we behaving today? At least mostly, right? We've got someone who has, I think, previously been described as maybe a little bit overly picky or like, oh, you have too high standards. You should have been dating someone by now. But the thing is, this King of Swords knew exactly what kind of relationship or exactly what kind of partner they wanted to be with, and they were not going to settle. Good for you, King of Swords. King of Swords does not have to be a man, but this is someone who is very perceptive and also very honest with themselves about what it is that they want in their relationship. And it's this Empress person. So tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. Like, does he have a car? We've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Seven of Wands. This is someone who has, I think, avoided getting into too serious a relationship, or they've had pretty strong boundaries. Again, they've been waiting for the right connection. They did not want to get caught up, having a difficult conversation 3 years in. They wanted to be very discerning. So this could be somebody who has been seen as a bit of a hermit, or someone who has avoided some of the relationships other people may have entertained, but they're seen as a little bit picky. And I think it's working out for the King of Swords. I think they're about to get what they want in a relationship because they were picky, right? Hello, should I call you the Great? How are you doing? Hello, Noah. This is a general reading about somebody who is in love. Somebody who has found the partner that they want to be with. Hello, Rose. How are you doing? Hello, Nausicaa. Rose, I do personal questions after the general reading, which is usually about 35 minutes long. So in about 30 minutes, a little bit less, with priority to those who tip or donate. So you can attach your question to a super chat if you want to be added to the list. Otherwise, we've got this Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. There's already somebody who's coming through as jealous. There's someone who wanted to be in this relationship with this King of Swords, but was deemed not serious or not like up to their standards. So I do think this is going to be a reading about someone who's feeling rejected, because this Empress is actually what the King of Swords is after or wants. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, Illuminated. Please let me know if you'd like me to pull a few cards for you. I sure appreciate your kind words. It's absolutely worth it. I agree. Hello, Carrie. And hello, Nova. I hope you're both having a great day. What else do we have, please? We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Empress in the reverse. This is the person who's jealous of the Empress. Again, the Empress doesn't have to be a woman, but this is somebody who has figured themselves out. They love themselves, and they also know how to love others without it being, a sacrifice on the things that they want. So the King of Swords has found their match, but this Empress in the reverse could be an ex or just somebody who's been rejected by the King of Swords. They're throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum because they're hearing that this King of Swords has found a person worthy of a relationship. And that grinds their gears. That makes them feel worse than even the moment where they got rejected, perhaps. So this is coming through as this Empress in the reverse wants to figure out what this actual Empress has going for them that's different, right? Like, what's so good about you? Huh? Why couldn't they have chosen me? So there's probably going to be a little bit of awkwardness, or somebody who doesn't really want to see what the difference is, right? Hello, Kermit. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I always love the Kermit meme, so your name makes me smile. Hello, Sharpshooter. Welcome back. How you doing? That sounds great, Illuminated. I will absolutely do that for you. And hello, Leroy. How are you doing? I don't generally do a lot of sign-specific readings. I will call them out if they seem to be very obvious. But based on what people view and like on my channel, it seems that the general is more preferred. However, if you would like a personalized reading, you can tip like Illuminated did earlier and add your question. Hey, James. How you doing today? This is the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. We have the Star in the reverse, the Six of Cups, and Death. So there is definitely a desire on this Empress in the reverse to have like basically worn a mask, or to kind of create an illusion on what it was that they offered. This is why we have one Empress in the upright and one in the reverse. There's two individuals very interested in this King of Swords. But the King of Swords only has eyes for the Empress in the reverse. So this is a very discerning individual who has likely gone through their healing. Not that it's ever really like fully done, right? But it's enough for them to understand. I know that this Empress actually would be able to navigate difficult times with me, take accountability, but also be a good partner. So they rejected or ended a relationship with the Empress in the reverse because they were holding out for someone who had more emotional maturity and somebody who could create on their own. Don't want anybody who's codependent, right? Let's work as a team kind of thing. So we have the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. There is forward movement in the relationship between this Empress and the King of Swords, with a like an obstacle being this Empress in the reverse. It could very well be that we have two people who are getting married, and this Empress in the reverse is deciding to try to control the outcome of that by, if anyone has a reason to object to this, speak now or forever hold your peace kind of thing. So we could have that kind of interference, or it could be somebody who's actually trying to manipulate the situation to make the Empress or the King of Swords like look bad, right? Hello, Lee. How are you doing? I would just ask you to please not use all caps. I find it to be a little bit rude, like somebody's yelling at me. Oh, sharpshooter, I do not need a footstool, but thank you. Thank you, Nat Nat. Let me add that for you. Which Cancer is the guardian? You have great questions. Is the coming my way, A or D? And follow up from, yes, I got you. Thank you, Nat Nat. I don't think I'll ever change my mind. That's not really my thing. Sorry. What else do we have? We have the Page of Cups and the Sun. Yeah, this is someone who's saying, I have found what I want. I think a long-term relationship with this Empress would work. I don't want anything from anyone else. And this has really upset the Empress in the reverse, who feels like the King of Swords should want them. Like everybody else wants me, why don't you? Apparently because they have a different preference or standards. Hello, Tom. How are you doing? Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. That means a lot to me. We have the Queen of Wands, Judgment, and the Four of Swords. The King of Swords has gone through a dark night of the soul, a spiritual awakening. I do feel like this King of Swords is physically attractive, and that had a little bit of a detrimental impact to their dating because they had to be they had to learn a few lessons, right? You might be attractive or you might be attracted to me, but that doesn't mean that we are a good match. So they've been, I think, taking a little bit more time for themselves and not wanting to rush into any kind of relationship. And that might have made this Empress in the reverse feel like they were going to be able to find a way to win them over. But now they're hearing that somebody else has taken their place, right? So we have an obsessive third party finding out that there's going to be a marriage or some sort of like maybe they're moving in together. And it's really frustrating the Empress in the reverse, who also came through as the Magician in the reverse, by the way. So very controlling or manipulative energy. Probably not real great at taking no for an answer, right? Because if someone's already made it clear they want a really serious relationship with someone else and you feel like you need to like dissuade them from that, you're probably not picking up on the cues, right? You're probably just ignoring the signs, the billboards. So they feel like it's the last chance they have to convince this King of Swords that they're the right person for the King of Swords to get married to or be with. Wow, they came out as the Empress in the reverse again? This is also like my least favorite Empress card, by the way. And they also have the Seven of Swords. So this is a liar. This is somebody who's a big old fake. They like to fake their energy. So you would probably have heard them be called a two-faced person or someone who is pretending in someone's face, right? And then they show you their true colors afterwards. You know, it's not really fun for most people. Authenticity is where it's at. You know? If you ask me, anyway. And you're here, so you probably would, right? You know what we need? We need the stained glass tarot, don't you think? Hello, Mega Man. How are you doing? You know what? I'm going to add you to my list, Mega Man, because I appreciate your respectfulness and I also want to help you. Is it the right time to leave current job? So, Mega Man, if this is your first time to my live chat, first I would ask that you like my video and subscribe. But I'm going to do personal questions at about 35 minutes in, so that's in about 19 minutes. And you would be after Nat Nat, by the way. To leave current job. And let's see. Hello, Dino. How you doing? Hello, Chrissy. I hope you find the help that you need, and please don't use all caps. Hello, Callan. Hello, Zulfa. I hope you find a resolution to that. What else do we have? The Magician in the upright. And the Star. So the King of Swords is too smart for the games, too smart for the illusions that this Empress in the reverse, Magician in the reverse likes to put out. So they can see this is someone who's just trying to impress. If you've ever been on a first date with somebody and they make some comment or, you know, hey, look at my really expensive car, and you're less than impressed because they're choosing the wrong thing to make it seem like they have a lot to offer. That's kind of what this King of Swords feels like. Like, that's great. You got, you know, nice words or whatever, but I can tell that you are self-absorbed. I can tell that you don't really listen in conversation. You just wait until you're able to comment. There's not a real connection here because this Empress in the reverse is fake. And the King of Swords can tell that. So I don't think there's really anything this Empress in the reverse could do to sway the King of Swords. They've already made up their mind, both in terms of you're not the right one for me, and I also feel like I found somebody who is the right person for me. So with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles, it seems to me like this Empress in the reverse is determined to find a way to get this King of Swords to look at them the way that the King of Swords looks at the real Empress. I don't think it's gonna happen, but they might, like, you know, make a fool of themselves trying to make it happen. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. So this Empress in the reverse makes a return, tries to, I don't know, maybe they get some new clothes or maybe they take a new approach, but they feel like they might be able to make this Empress in the reverse or their romantic rival look less appealing while also making themselves look better. But I think they've completely missed the mark. I think they've completely misread this King of Swords. What else do we have? Obsessive energy. We have the Devil coming through again. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I think we have someone trying to manipulate a situation in order to make the Empress look bad. But the King of Swords already knows it's because of the Empress in the reverse. It's not going to be a successful illusion because this King of Swords is too perceptive. You may be the King of Swords or you may be the Empress, but whatever trickery is afoot, it's not going to work on this King of Swords. Too perceptive, too aware of what this Empress in the reverse is willing to do in order to get their way. Hello, Stacy. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. So we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Wands with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, there's no lie that's going to do the work of this Empress in the reverse successfully. They've already been rejected. They've already shown their true colors. And this King of Swords is like, no, no, no. You really cannot change my mind because I know what I'm looking at. I know that you're willing to make excuses or you're willing to make up rumors or lies, and I can see through to what you're really trying to attempt. There's nothing they can do. Period. End of story. This is What's the News. Let's see what this Empress in the reverse is going to try to do. We could have some sort of gossip or trying to make it look like one of the two people is not being faithful. But I don't think that's going to go over. I don't think it's going to take root. We have Frenemy, Two-Faced, Hidden Intentions, and Nubu. Yeah, this is someone who's mad because the King of Swords has found who they want and made that clear to others, right? So there's some sort of conversation with others or posting on social media. So this Empress in the reverse is zeroing in on this King of Swords and trying to love bomb them. Of course you want to be with me. How could you not? Look at how attractive I am. Look at how funny I am. Oh my goodness. They don't seem to be accepting of the fact that this King of Swords has fallen in love with someone else. This person's possessive and unwilling to accept that they've been rejected. And the reason that they've been rejected is because this Empress in the reverse is not committed to doing their spiritual healing the way that the King of Swords and also the way that the Empress is, right? These are two healed people and they're dealing with a person who would like to create a wedge between them who's unhealed. So there's very like slim chances, right, that they're going to be able to get away with this. This is the Path of Shadows. Hello, Neo. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you, Stacy. What else do we have, please? We have the Imposter Syndrome. I knew it. That's where we have the Empress and the Empress in the reverse. Because they want to be like you, or they want to be like your person, but they ain't. Not like us, right? In a room full of equals, I stand in doubt, a stranger in my own triumphs, shadows cast about. They actually might have some good things to say about themselves, but they're too busy trying to exaggerate or, pretend to be something even better that they lose all credibility. You know, we all have something good or awesome about us, but it's when those people are really trying to like fake their way into your heart, it's difficult to take them seriously, right? Like you're already lying right out the gate. How can we build trust if you're not even honest about who you are? So we have, we have the Jinn, Jinn. As magic unfolds, a risk as high will arise. Wishes will be granted, but beware the design. Uh-oh. Toad, personal growth, transformation, and letting go. I think we have a love spell that gets delivered to the wrong person. Because our Empress in the reverse is trying to get a little bit controlling or manipulative with this, I think they are, in fact, willing to stoop to the level of doing a love spell on this King of Swords. However, the King of Swords and the Empress have both been working on themselves and healed too much where it's kind of like not going to stick. So I feel like this love spell like bounces off the King of Swords and hits like the next person. So now instead of getting this King of Swords to fall in love with them, this Empress in the reverse is going to have the added problem of this King of Swords still doesn't love me, but this random person who did get my love spell is now obsessed with me. Oh no, what do? I played with magic and it did not go to plan. I feel like that's always the way it goes, right? All right, let's get a little bit from the romantic Lenormand.
Where did you go? Okay.
I will find that later. Sorry, guys. I always have to drop something, right? Hello, great one. How are you doing? Hello. Did I say hello to Neo? Hey, Callan. That seems a little bit rude, so I'm going to delete that. Let's just make sure that we're not insulting anybody, okay? Sending you a hug. I hope things are good, but I want to make sure that we're being respectful in the live chat. Hello, Daya. How are you doing? No, I don't. Hello, Sayur. But it's interesting that you say that because I literally did just pull the Jinn card, but I'm saying the person who wants to use that is going to fail. Because this is somebody who's trying to use magic to control, and it's not going to work well for them. Let me write that down for Sayur. Thank you. Colleague L. And predictions. And is she becoming stalkerish? I certainly hope not. But we will take a look at that for you. And meeting a new person soon. No problem. And so you're just to confirm, are you talking about whether or not you're about to meet a new person, or are you saying maybe L meeting a new person would mean no stalking? That would maybe help, right? Let me know. But I think last time I talked about you meeting a new person, so I'm assuming that's what we're talking about. It's true. Thank you, great one. I appreciate it. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? Okay, I thought so. Thank you, Sayur. Hello, Funny. Wait, why are you calling me Mister? And the name I hate. Have I offended you? Are we okay? Ms. Carmen, right? Two favorite things, cars and men, and then you just shove them into a name. Hello, Daya. I would encourage seeing if there is some healing work you need to do on yourself, if that's perhaps why the soulmate has not shown up yet. But if you would like me to pull some cards for you, please feel free to attach your question to a super chat. Well, I don't like it, Funny. You know that's my pet peeve. Why would you do that? So we have fish, good news, and the anchor, stability, and birds. I think this is saying because there is such a stable and beautiful connection between this King of Swords and the Empress, it's pretty much untouchable by this Empress in the reverse, the imposter. So even though they're going to try to use a magic spell, probably a love spell, there's no hope of it actually like taking root because of who they're sending this energy to. I think it like literally bounces right off of them and hits like the next person who's not healed. Yep. So whoever has the unluckiness of being close by gets hit by this love spell, but they also have to be like unhealed, right? It goes to the wrong person. It's like Hunt for the Red October scene with the missile. Right. Let's see what else we got. This is the Pause Tarot. We need some cats, right? It's okay, buddy. Ooh. What happened? Aw, great one. Please don't yell at my mods. That's not cool. Like, great one. We've got some rapport built, but I would hope that you can extend that respect that you have for me to my moderators, okay? Pew pew. You're funny. Hello, Eric. Happy birthday, belated. I hope you're having a good day post birthday. I hope you're not hungover. Hello, Star. Hello, Friendy. How are you doing? I'm still dropping stuff, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, there's the Empress. That makes sense. So we have the Hermit in the reverse and the Knight of Wands. This is the person who's trying to do the magic. It's going to the wrong place, you guys. They get the wrong person. They hit the wrong person with their magic spell, their love spell. And now there's somebody else who's in love with this Empress in the reverse, and it's complicating things. I mean, it's kind of sounding like a little bit of like a romantic comedy. And then the King of Swords and the actual Empress seem to be doing just fine. They're, on vacation somewhere or having a nice little night in or date night, completely oblivious to the fact that this Empress in the reverse is trying to mess with them because the spell went somewhere else. Yeah, this is someone that the Empress in the reverse does not want to be with, and now they have this like a chihuahua following them around, like, hey, I don't know why, but I fell madly in love with you, and I don't want to ever leave your side. This is hilarious, actually. Magic gone wrong. So another reason not to do a love spell, right? Because what if you send it to the wrong person? It's true. I'll say it. I believe in aliens. Like, how self-absorbed is it to think that in this entire universe that we would be the only ones? They're out there, and I love the X-Files too. Hello, B. How's it going? I knew how's Trinity. She good. She misses the taste of steak though. Death and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, look, you guys, I think this is like literally a full-on distraction for this Empress in the reverse. Their magic goes wrong, they get somebody else obsessed with them, and they can't focus their energy on the King of Swords or the real Empress, and it's like perfect. Okay, but are they actually going to end up falling for this person that they accidentally sent a love spell to? No. It's just an obnoxious, like, side plot. I still feel like I want this King of Swords, but oops, I accidentally got this other person, like, obsessed with me. A cautionary tale, if you will. All right, I'm going to pull a few from the angel romance, and then we're going to dive into those personal questions, okay? Nope, not married. Nice try, though. Good to know, imported. I like the emoji following it up, like, see? It's a dude. What else? Yeah, I think the King of Swords and the Empress are about to have, like, happily ever after. They have protective energy around them, so this Empress in the reverse isn't going to be able to cause any issues. But because they sent out this love spell and refused to heal from their issues, the Empress in the reverse gets like occupied by this love spell thing. Hopefully they learn a lesson that they shouldn't be using love spells. But they're also going to have to forgive and let go of the, I don't know, connection that they felt entitled to. All right, let's see what we've got for our personal readings. We've got Illuminated, and then Nat Nat, Mega, and then Sayur. So let's see what we've got for Illuminated, please. What message does Illuminated need to hear, please? Page of Pentacles, Empress in the reverse, High Priestess in the reverse, Queen of Wands, and the King of Swords. All right, so I feel like you might be giving someone the benefit of the doubt that does not deserve the benefit of the doubt. So we have this Page of Pentacles card, and look at how innocent that little baby looks. Oh, I could never do anything wrong. I'm just a little kitten and I want food. But then when you look a little deeper, you find out that this is actually a High Priestess Empress in the reverse. So I do feel like you may encounter or you may be dealing with someone who likes to feign innocence or, oh my gosh, I just need a little bit of help, or even like play the victim. But the reality is they're unwilling to help themselves. They're unwilling to do the work that would help them get out of that situation, right? So don't conflate, the innocence and somebody who's like refusing to help themselves. There's someone who is able to turn the situation around on their own, but they're trying to get other people to do the work, probably you, or probably someone close to you. Queen of Wands, King of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is basically saying like you can be supportive, right? You could be winning supporting actor role, but you're not supposed to be like the leader. You're not supposed to be the HBIC, right? Someone else needs to take ownership over their own life. They can get advice from you. They can maybe even, I don't know, like borrow a few dollars, but this is something they have to own. I think they're going to make it seem like they can't be successful because there's a little bit of laziness or hesitation or maybe even a lack of confidence. But I see you basically like nudging this person, like, you got it, just go out there. And then they finally get it. But you have to refuse to be like that person's assistant, like life manager. It ain't your responsibility. What else do we have for Illuminated, please? Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is a different situation, but Illuminated, we have boundaries, rules about how much to invest. Trying to think of a good analogy here. If you are updating your home and you want to add, I don't know, like put in a new bathroom, a lot of times people are advised, like don't overinvest or don't, spend 100,000 on a new bathroom when you're just going to sell your house in 2 years anyways, and maybe nobody else wants a big flat screen in their bathroom. There is a risk here of overinvestment. And I think like your gut is telling you it should be no more than this, no more than 20 grand or whatever, right? But there's someone here who's like, meh. Someone who wants more out of this, and it's a money pit. It's not worth it. So you have to know where that limit is and feel confident that you are right about it. So I think somebody's going to try to squeeze more out of that. It could be somebody that you care deeply for. Don't need to spend that much. Anything else? Temperance. There's a blessing coming your way. something that looks a lot like healing, maybe a friendship or a family relationship or even a romantic one where there's been a little bit of difficulty or an argument, maybe just some, Cold War type stuff, right? Like, I'm mad, but I don't know if I want to talk about it yet. I see anxiety lifting. I see somebody being willing to make it right. I see an apology, and this is genuine energy working to resolve and like bury the hatchet, right? So I'm very excited because this seems like something where this is a genuine person. They just needed to understand your perspective, and it might have taken them a little while, but now we do, right? Oh, VO, I only see nothing when I look for a brain scan, But that's okay. I'm sure you'll get a couple brain cells. I see what I see, and if you don't like it, VO, you can hop out of my live chat. Eliminated, thank you for the tip again, and I hope you found that helpful. Is this just gambling with cool cards? No, I wouldn't say gambling because you make money back in gambling and the house always wins. But the cards are really cool. Like, here, take a look at this one. The art on a stained glass tarot. It's just so beautiful. No, this is about empowering people to make changes or get validation on their choices to get out of stuck situations or end connections or relationships that are holding them back. Hello, MH, how are you doing? Hello. Did I say hello to Pineapple? I think I just answered, but. And VO, if you'd like to stay in the live chat, just be respectful. That's all I ask, okay? Thank you, Pineapple. Hello, Sire. Let me add that for you real quick. Career predictions. New job soon. Or promotion. And advice for next 2 weeks. I got that added for you. Thank you, Sire. And let's see what we've got for Nat Nat. Thank you again, Illuminated. So, which Cancer is the garden tool coming my way? Who is approaching Nat Nat? Is it A? Or is it D? I think it's D, but I think A is also contemplating it, to be honest. So we have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords. So it's like I'm seeing those 3 little dots when somebody's typing, right? There's something that A would like to say, but I think there's a longer like kitchen timer on this, right? And it could be that at some point A is like, I might as well just like shoot my shot. But D is the one who's over here, like, sense of urgency, like, I gotta do something quickly. Why not? Just reach back out. 5 of Cups in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles. This is somebody who feels like, I might as well try, right? I mean, relatively funny, but why did you have to, like, tell it twice? Anything else for Nat Nat? Moon in the reverse. 7 of Wands. When you let go or work through this bad intention garden tool, then divine timing shows up. I think that was part of the last reading as well. But yeah, this person shows up, you reject them, and then we got some real love coming through. Let's see what we've got for Mega. Let's see. This is the Bianco Nero. Is it the right time to leave my current job? No. I do see you leaving, but now is not a good time. There's a lot of instability in the industry or in the job market pertaining to you at this time. And I feel like it would cause financial strife. I feel like it would cause you to fall behind or even feel like you were like underwater. So even though I think it's kind of painful and number 8 is important for you. So this could point to August. This is saying if you leave too early, it ends up causing you to have to borrow money or to feel like, I wish I hadn't done that. So I think starting to look at the end of July is best, and you end up leaving in August. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is also because as you approach August, there's more opportunity. Right now, there aren't enough, like the options for a job offer are too slim pickings right now. So the competition would be more fierce. But as August rolls around, then you have more opportunities. So too soon right now. Any advice as far as getting through the next couple of months until that happens? So whoever is causing problem, the selfish person who seems to really make things bad in your work environment, this is somebody who gets caught up. So is this somebody who ends up like having to take time off from work? No, it's like they get put in the corner. What? If they don't get fired, but maybe they go on leave or maybe they have to work from home. There's something here that changes in the routine and allows for a little bit of breathing space for you. Even if it's just for a week, I feel like you're excellent. Stay gone. There's someone who really just makes this difficult, and they're going to have some sort of other obligation. Shoot, maybe they even serve as like jury, right? But they have something that takes them away or gives you a little bit of a breather between now and August. Hello, Uncommon. How are you doing? Hello, Sherry. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, that's sweet. Let's see what we've got for Sayur. We're going to go with the Pulp Tarot. So we've got colleague with the letter L. We need some advice and predictions on that. What does Sayur need to know about the colleague with the letter L? Five of Swords in the reverse, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Page of Pentacles. So there's this like battle going on in Elle's mind. If I say something or do something to mess with Sayur, is that also going to cause me drama? And so it's like I have these designs on being petty or difficult in the workplace, but then I don't do anything because I'm worried about how that would come back on me or what that would do to impact my reputation. So there's more ideating or coming up with like petty plans versus actually just doing something, which is good, I guess, right? I would rather they start thinking of something else, but thank you, Cyber Johnny. Let me add that for you. What does universe say I need to do next? I've added that for you. Thank you, Cyber Johnny. Oh, I hope your luck improves, Pineapple. Hey, Rachel, how are you doing? What other advice do we have regarding L, please? Yes, I do feel like this is obsessive energy. I do feel like this is going to be, if it isn't already, it's going to get stalkerish. The interesting thing is we have the devil next to the strength card, which is pretty unusual. So this is your ability to stay strong in the face of someone being unreasonable. I do feel like you need to be cautious in terms of talking about your personal life at the office at all, especially because there are some people who are talking to Al about you. Eight of Cups and the Seven of Wands with the King of Wands. Is the Eight of Cups Sayyur's energy? Yes. So I see you being able to walk away from this problem after, I think this is more so like next month, could be August, but there's a need to be kind of, I don't know, overly kind and a little bit cautious until you get to a point where you can, I think this is a new job. Is this a new job? Yes. So it's not going to be easy, but I see you being very reserved or calculated, strategic in how you navigate the next several weeks. And then you have this ability like mid to late summer or July/August where I see a new job. So we had also, will Sayyur be meeting the new person soon? Yes, probably in July, maybe end of June. This person's very independent, but not like to their detriment. This is someone who's not going to ask you for things, ask you for favors all the time, or ask you for money. This is also somebody who's very lucky. Like, I don't know if they like literally win the lottery, but I feel like it's more so you might notice that this is somebody who could have, accidentally dropped their phone into the bathtub, but instead it bounces and goes off onto the floor. Literally, what I'm picturing is when I was standing about to get onto the light rail in Minneapolis, my phone bounced and almost went into the crack, like underneath the train, but it bounced back. And I was like, oh God, that could have been so bad. This is somebody who has that kind of luck where like I'm clumsy. I could have had a real bad moment there, but instead, like the gods favored me in that moment and made sure that it did not go as bad as it could have been. This person has an interesting lucky element to them where bad things like miss them. So that's something of note. And then we've got, is there a chance for a promotion at the current spot? I don't see that being the ideal. I think the new job is more likely or a better fit for you. Yep. And then we've got the Fool. This talks about new energy. So what about advice for the next 2 weeks then? Two of Wands in the reverse. Expect the unexpected. I do feel like there's going to be some gossip or some awkward conversation that happens. And the best thing that you can do is, I don't know, this kind of feels to me like just look the part. You don't have to speak up all the time. When someone really wants to make you out to be the villain, and you know that people around you have perception that's like adept enough to see through that, then don't waste your breath. I think there's going to be some attempts at baiting you into an argument. And the best thing for you to do is just be like, oh gosh, look at the time. I guess I gotta go have lunch now. Do not let this person bait you into an argument defending your name when you know that people already like have a clear understanding of who you are and what you have to offer. This is just like trying to get you to overreact or respond or feel bad about yourself on something that I don't think you need to feel bad about. And other people know that you're not that anyways. So just let this person or L look a little stupid trying to say that you are something that you're not. All right, let's see what we have for Cyber Johnny. What does the universe say that Cyber Johnny needs to do next? What does Cyber Johnny need to do next, please? No problem, Sire. I wish you luck. Hello, Melissa. How are we doing? Let me add that for you. Is Joe planning anything with me this weekend? I've added that for you. Thank you, Melissa. That happens, star now. What does the universe say that Cyber Johnny needs to do next, please? Six of Wands in the reverse, 10 of Swords, and the Three of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you've got someone here who's not supportive. This is like a naysayer, someone who likes to make you feel like your projects or your pursuits are a waste of time. This person doesn't know how to be loving or supportive. And with the Magician and the Seven of Cups, they're trying to influence you. So this feels to me like making sure that you know not to take someone else's commentary too seriously, because this person just seems like a very negative individual. Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups. Trust your gut. Don't let this Empress in the reverse impact you. This is someone who's trying to tell you what to do and they don't know what they're talking about. So your intuition is going to guide you, and somebody here is trying to like step in for your intuition, like, no, that's totally wrong. I don't think that's what you should do. They don't need to make this decision for you. In fact, I don't think they know what they claim to know. Justice in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse. So if it's not listening to this person, then what is it? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the World in the reverse. This feels to me like someone saying you need to spend money on something that you don't need to spend money on. Maybe it's like marketing, maybe it's a premier package of something, but there's someone who I think is making it seem like a more difficult thing, making it seem like you can't get the success that you want without like dropping more money. I don't know. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil in reverse. Yeah. They're trying to sell you on something you don't need. It's like when I went into Captain D's and I saw that I could just get like 10 butterfly shrimp on the side. I don't need to get one of their little platters with all the other stuff that I don't need. Just give me the butterfly shrimp. Just get the butterfly shrimp. You'll be all right. Okay, Cyber Johnny, you don't need this like extra extended warranty, right? Whatever this is, it's seeming to me like it benefits someone else financially and doesn't do anything for you. So like, no, you don't need it. So don't let them convince you that you should. All right, let's see what we've got for Melissa. Is Joe planning anything with me this weekend? Is Joe planning anything with Melissa this weekend? Is Joe planning anything with Melissa this weekend? No. Page of Pentacles, Three of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who forgets or is procrastinating. So I feel it's more so that somebody at the end of the weekend is trying to apologize. Like, oops, I'm sorry, or I should have done this different. Gosh, I can't believe I forgot that. So I don't know if this is about Mother's Day, but I feel like we have someone who shows up a little too late. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, now I have to spend like extra money, or now I have to like make it seem better than it actually was. What's coming to mind for me is the anniversary planning in I Love Lucy when they were in California. And Ricky decides to make it seem like he had sent out all these invites to people for an anniversary party with a bunch of celebrities just to make Lucy happy and make it seem like he had not forgotten the anniversary. So it's like one of those like overachieving because I forgot, but it doesn't really go the way that it should. Two of Wands in the reverse. Did not make plans, but I'm going to try to do something to make it up to you. So it might end up working out after all, but I don't think there is the proactive, like, let's make a plan, I think he gets called out instead. Hey, James. Thank you for the tip. Does Cece have feelings for me? Does Cece have feelings for James? Should I even care? Let's find out. And good luck to you, Melissa. I hope your weekend goes well. Does Cece have feelings for James? Page of Cups, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles. I feel like there is a, how do I say this? There is a seed planted, or there is a little like crush, but it's not something where it's like I'm not pursuing a relationship, right? I feel like there's a little bit of a flirtation, or there's a little bit of a question mark, like I want to get to know you better. And then over time, there's more interest here. Right now, I feel like Cece's not interested in taking too much of a risk. There could be something else that's kind of taking priority, or a little bit of like a project that's really important. So there could also be a focus on healing. And should James care? Yes. This is someone who has something to offer. At the very least, helps you in terms of your perspective or your understanding of you or the world. But this is not like a now thing. This is later on down the path. So I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity that presents itself, and it's not in the near future. Ace of Cups and the King of Swords. So right now it's kind of like mum's the word, but there's going to be a conversation later down the line after this has been dealt with, or after there's been some more healing completed. But yeah, I do think it's like a solid connection. Hello, Pearl. How you doing? And let me cross that out. Pearl, I have reached the last of my questions. So if you have your super chat in, I don't know, I'll call it in the next like 30 seconds, then I will do it. But otherwise, I'm probably going to sign off. Hello, Crown. How you doing? Did I miss anybody else? Hello, Delinia. I hope you're having a good day. Did I say hello to Rachel? I hope I did. Hey, cool girl. How's your day going? Yeah, you know what? It's just a timing factor at this point, James. But then divine timing happens. I hope you're having a good day. I don't think I will be. It kind of depends on a few other factors. I've been hoping to get outside, and I'm not sure if it's going to be nice. Hello, Eliza. How are you doing? Thank you, Pearl. Do you have a specific question in mind? Yes, it is. Or do you just want me to pull a few cards for you? You let me know. Should we do... We'll do the Golden Art Nouveau. Pearl, do you have a specific question? Yes, outside is always a good idea. I'm glad to hear that, Eliza. What does that mean, Treat? It's true, Lemonade. No worries, Rachel. Hello, keep it solid. What's up? Pearl, I'm just going to pull some cards for you. We'll see what message comes through. What do we have for Pearl? Knight of Pentacles and the reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, heavy earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is codependent energy. Something is seen as like a setback or a problem, maybe even like an emergency, right? And I feel like this is I feel like this is someone asking you for help. Like, hey, can I sleep on your couch? Or hey, can I borrow some money? But this is someone who would, if they're asking to borrow money, they wouldn't pay you back. If they're asking to sleep on their couch and you say, okay, but only for a week, they're going to stay for 4. If this is somebody who you're thinking about hiring, you're going to regret hiring them. So there's someone asking for help and they have the intention of taking what they want and not doing their end of the bargain or, returning the mower that they borrowed. So your intuition is going to tell you that this is someone you can't trust, but I feel like you also might feel a little bit guilty. Well, Pearl, you got to include your specific question with the super chat, por favor, because it's been like 2 minutes since you did it and you still haven't told me the personal question. But I'm telling you right now that somebody's going to ask for you to do something to make their financial situation better, and it's going to end up being something you regret doing if you lend them money or hire them or let them stay on your property. Johanna's next action for Gracie. Six of Wands, Page of Swords, Five of Wands in the reverse, the Sun and the Moon. This is somebody who's very, I like Sun and Moon together generally, but what I'm getting from this is like an unsettled, like I'm torn. I want to do 2 different things. Why? Okay, so this feels to me like somebody who is trying to make the right decision for the long term, but it's frustrating for them to also give up some sort of short-term temptation, right? Yeah, I would love to, be in a long-term relationship, but what if I have a crush on this other person? Or what if there's something that doesn't work out right? Yeah, I would love to move in, but what if I don't like living with you? There's something here where it's like, I want something, but I don't know if I really want it. So indecisiveness, maybe even a little bit of secretive energy, saying something and then not following through. This is all because we have somebody who doesn't know what they actually want right now. So Hanged Man, Hermit in the reverse. I feel like this is someone that needs to have space. Give them space. You cannot convince them. And the more you try to get the answer out of this person, the more confused they're going to be. Like, pull all the way back. Let them miss you. Let them think you really don't care what they decide or that it's completely their decision. But if you try to hone in on this decision, it ain't going to work. It's just going to create more confusion. So pull all the way back, give them space. Don't even ask them about it, right? And then they'll figure it out. Hello, Z. How you doing? Oh, wait, sorry, it's 2. 2 run. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Ghost of Third Eye. That's great. Oh, hold on. We got more. This is the Prisma Visions. Pearl, good luck with that. Melissa and then Priyanka. Thank you, Melissa and Priyanka. Let me write those down for you. Joe's current thoughts about me. And then for Priyanka, we have, how does Rahul see me? And how will first meet go? Awesome. I've got that for you. Let's start with Melissa. What are Joe's current thoughts about Melissa, please? What are Joe's current thoughts about Melissa, please? I don't want things to end. I know I need to do something to make this better, but I don't know what to do. So there's like commitment, but a lack of motivation, or like, so there was this guy who was friends with my dad a long time ago who did a ton of research on computers. My dad's big on computers. And yet could never actually purchase one because he was always worried that there was going to be a better computer coming out soon. So that is like the first iteration of fear of missing out that I've encountered, because homie never bought a computer. Well, he probably did eventually, but he took too long trying to figure out what he wanted, and then he lost the opportunity to even have the computing function because he didn't actually make a choice. So what we've got is somebody who knows, like, I know I need to do something different. I know I need to take a different approach, or I know I need to be like there for you, but I don't know what to do. It's kind of given what is that term? You know, when people pretend like they don't know how to do something just because they don't want to do something. He's got plenty of brain cells. He's got to rub them together a little bit, and then he's going to figure out an idea. But instead, it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. So his thoughts are, how can I fix this? I don't want to lose you, but like I'm woefully inept. I don't know what to do. So a sense of being, yes, weaponized incompetence. So we have somebody who wants the relationship, wants things to get better, wants you to be happy, but it's like, I'm just over here like, meh, instead of actually doing something about it. That's like saying, man, I'm really bummed. My bathroom's really dirty. It's gross in there. That stinks. So go clean it. Go get you some paper towels or some regular towels and some Windex and some toilet cleaning stuff. Get on it. He needs to actually do the thing instead of worrying all the time. So the thoughts are, I'm worried you're going to leave me because I don't know what to do to make you not leave me. I'm a little frustrated because I feel like there's love here, but it's like, just do something. Like, do it better. Or like, talk to Melissa. Like, what could I do to make you happy? But instead we have this like, I don't know what to do. And that's frustrating. You can't do everything for this person, right? He's got to take ownership over it. So let's see what we've got for Priyanka. This is the White Sage Tarot. How does Rahul see Priyanka? Hello, Art. How are you doing? Dropping cards. Hold on, hold on. Oops. All right. How does Rahul see Priyanka, please? Five of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ten of Cups, and Death in the reverse. So this looks to me like I feel like I could fall in love with you and be with you. I feel like we could have a happy life together. But there's fear. There's a healthy helping of fear from Rahul that you could at some point decide you deserve better or you don't want this person and you would just leave. So I feel like we would be really happy. I'm falling in love or I am in love with you. I don't want this to ever end, but I don't know how you feel. And you could just like drop me like a hot pocket and I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even expected it. So Rahul would like you to make it more clear how you feel about Rahul. Give me something to work on or work with in terms of feeling like you actually want me. Because I feel like you might not actually love me. Maybe I love you and you don't love me. Waiting for you to show more emotion and less mobility, like you could just up and leave at any minute. How would the first meet go? Or how will the first meet go? Temptation. There could be some travel issues. Last minute cancellation or some need to have a backup plan, or maybe there's a delay. Could end up being a little bit more expensive than you expect or anticipate. But I do feel like when you meet, you feel like this is someone you could be in a relationship with. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Four of Wands. These are both cards that talk about exclusivity or a committed relationship or even marriage. I feel like you would be very happy with this person, but you got to give a little bit more emotionally or you might lose this person because they think that you're a little bit too quick to walk away from things. So Seven of Swords in the reverse, Four of Cups in the reverse. Make it clear to Rahul that you ain't about to reject Rahul. And I think you would have a very happy meetup. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for being your delightful selves. If you're able to hype the reading, I appreciate it. And I will see you on the next